It's April 2014. Here's my 2 cents review on Noah. I like this movie. It's what an epic film should be. It's grand in scope, but its story is timely and idealistic. It's exactly what we should be doing with these biblical stories. Reinterpret them to today's world so then we can be entertained by them, but also learn from them a little bit. Because there is something to learn with these biblical tales. I don't know if people are religious people or non-religious people. It doesn't really matter. The biblical stories are about metaphors for our own world, and Noah is a good modern tale for our own world about the narcissism of human nature and how God mass murdered everybody back in the day because he thought that humans weren't worthy enough, and then Noah got an ark and he basically put some animals on the ark and kind of reinvented the world, and humans kind of were saved because of that. I thought Russell Crowe was born to play Noah. Like he's one of the greatest actors, in my opinion, in the last 20 years. His legacy has been diminishing in the last 5 years because of his extracurricular activities of hitting a doorman or whatever he did. All these kind of crazy kind of anger issues that he has. But he's a great actor. And Noah, he shows us how great he is because he can go from angry tyrant to tender father and husband in a matter of seconds. He can change his character arc so quickly. There are times in this film that we love Noah for his pursuit of goodness and purity, and then there are times when we can't stand him because of his stubbornness and unwillingness to see beyond his job. Reminder of type A personalities, anybody in the modern times? Noah is a type A personality. He's obsessed with his job. In the end, he becomes an anger crazy person and town drunk in a town of 6 people, which was easily the funniest moment in the film. But then again, there weren't many funny moments in the film. But he comes around after Emma Watson's. Remember, Emma Watson's character tells everybody in the whole audience what the theme of this film was, and because we humans will go on because Noah lives in the black and white world where he thinks that if humans aren't all good, then we're not worthy to live. But of course, Emma Watson tells us that we are worthy to live. We just have to keep an eye on our greed and our obsession towards ourselves, and take an eye on the animals, because the animals are kind of doing what they naturally do, but we humans have evolved into kind of a dangerous species. And we're probably going to take down the world because of overpopulation, pollution, the extracurricular obsession towards our greed and lust for everything that we want out of ourselves. We're beyond the survival stage, so we just want to figure out how to be fulfilled. That's what this movie is going to get a lot of controversy. Of course it does, because people want these biblical stories, and they treat it as gospel. They treat it as the truth of what happened, and they want it to be treated as such. But for me, even as a kid, I learned these stories. It was like, yeah, that's a good metaphor for certain things, but I'm not going to take it seriously. And that's just my point of view, though. So it's a ballsy film to make. It's a ballsy film for the studio, ballsy film for Aronofsky, because no matter what you do, you're going to get shit-canned by the religious right for disrespecting the Bible for what it is. But if you really read the Bible, there's a lot of despicable things in there that most of us can go to prison for if we actually did that's in the Bible. So come on, let's have a little, it's funny how people want to take certain stories in the Bible and use it as gospel, and then other stories in the Bible and kind of pretend it doesn't happen. But it's there. That's my review.